There we go. Good morning, hello, and welcome to the Unk Rise Show. If you were tuned in a few moments ago, you witnessed a catastrophic failure. These things do happen. I can tell you that when you go live, I always like to say that it brings the excitement when you do it live. That is true, and but at the same time, sometimes things go haywire. So. That's all right. We can work around that. So I know when I was playing in bands, I certainly had some experiences of things going haywire and off the rails, and usually you power through. That's usually the thing to do. You just keep forging on ahead. But occasionally things blow up in such a catastrophic fashion that you have to go ahead and halt things for a moment and get things back on track. So, as you can see, I'm still missing my lower third at the bottom of the screen. But you know what? That's okay. That's not the end of the world. We have things to do today, and we don't want to spend too much time on that. Just to clarify, what caused things to blow up was that it was actually very cool. I was setting up this software that uses your Android phone as a webcam, and then it's portable. You can walk around with it. It's essentially a wireless webcam, which is super cool. And I think I have a caller, so hold on one moment, caller. But anyways, you can do that and walk around with the webcam, and that's all awesome. But the problem was that it went a little haywire with my other settings and created a bit of a problem. So that's just the way it goes sometimes. So let me see. Oh, my goodness, I already have a caller already. Let's hope that caller works well. So... Caller, you are on the program today. How's it going today, buddy? Uh-oh. Spider-Man, that's so cool. What's up, Spider-Man? I'm not hearing you, Spider-Man. For some reason. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's see. Who is that? Oh, it's not Spider-Man. That's Liam. My goodness. I guess I can hear you. I thought you're just being super quiet. I thought that there was a problem. Oh my goodness. What are you doing? Have you been in the sugar bowl again today? It sounds like you have. Where is Spider-Man? Man. All right. You having a good day today, Spider-Man?
Yes.
Now, help me out. In the old days, there was just Spider-Man. You are a new variation of Spider-Man. What is your name, sir?
Miles Morales.
That's right. I could not quite remember how that worked anymore because the names do change. But good. Well, all right, Miles Morales. So, are you fighting crime in Fishers today?
Yes, and I just kicked Ring Goblin, and now he's in the hospital.
Oh no. That's well, if they're bad guys, they got it coming though, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I say. Heck yeah. Well, did you see that I was having some problems earlier today, Miles? I could have used your help in solving my computer problems. Did you see that I had a catastrophic failure? No. Oh, yes. Okay, yes. I had some real problems today. That's the way it goes sometimes. We all just have to work through those problems. Is that right? The show must go on. When the show is live, the show must go on, right? So, do you ever run into problems, Miles? Do you ever have your web break and do a face plant or fall off a building or something like that? No?
You forgot I could swing with my webs, I see.
Well, yeah, I mean, but I can do lots of cool things, but sometimes things don't quite go right. Does it always go right for you?
Well, if I fall, I can shoot a web and do a front flip.
Okay, all right. That's good. See, I didn't have any way to do a front flip or any way to work my way through the problems this morning, you know it? So that's just the way it goes. Now, what are you doing later today?
I don't know.
Don't know? Well, it's a kind of a cool rainy day outside today. And
Yes.
but I think that That will be, you might get a little bit of a break from the bad guys. Maybe they won't be out quite so much today. You can have a little rest.
I might use the rain and squirt them.
Yes, good plan. Good plan. Well, I'm getting ready to show how to make some stuff. Excuse me. I'm having a bad day. I'm going to show you how to make some stuff here in a few minutes. How does that sound?
Good.
Good. One of the things actually uses a picture of Liam, so it's just some different things going on. So you never know. Maybe next time I'll use a picture of Miles Morales instead. Can you do one big stunt, like one stunt jump or something crazy?
Huh?
Can you do one big stunt jump or something to show off? Some like really big move or something?
Sure.
All right. Show me one. Let's see it. Wow. Man, that is quite a move. Awesome. Awesome. Alrighty, well, I'm going to hop off and I'm going to go show how to make some things today. I got a couple different things on the list. Matter of fact, 3 different things. So let's make 3 things. Do you want to?
Sure, I'm going to break the screen.
All right, buddy. I will talk to you later. Have a good afternoon.
Okay.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Awesome. Well, we still have the callers working. That's a good thing. We definitely need that and need that support, especially on a day like today when things go a bit haywire. Anyways, I do want to briefly recap. We had a look at the weather in the other episode, but I hate to have an incomplete episode posted. So let's go ahead and recap quickly with our 10-day. It's 43 today, and we are going to be dropping down to 22 tomorrow night, 31. Overnight colds, clear below freezing. Be sure to test the antifreeze in your cars. Make sure everything's good. Cover up plants, whatever. I don't know if covering up plants really applies. That's not my thing, but I think you do that when it drops below freezing. Anyways, some cool weather, but no snow yet. But snow will be forthcoming, so stand by for snow soon. So, anyways, coming up really soon, which I'm happy to announce, is that we are going to have Thanksgiving. And I see that on this screen share, my my little lower third icon down here is back. But that's okay. I will fix it all for next time. For today, we're not going to worry about that. You know that I'm on the south side. So no, everybody knows that. And everybody knows I'm Unc Rye for that matter, if you've watched more than once. And, of course, that's the name of the show. So probably don't need that, but I like the way it looks. Anyways. Coffee's still good. Anyways, Thanksgiving is coming up this week. That means I have a little break from work. That's a nice thing. Thanksgiving, our brief history. It is an annual national holiday in the United States and Canada celebrating the harvest and other blessings received throughout the year. This will be on this Thursday, and I am off work Tuesday afternoon, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I hope you guys are all off work a lot if you have jobs, and if you don't, even better. Thanksgiving's origin is the 1621 harvest feast, shared by the English colonists, Plymouth, the English colonists at Plymouth and the Wampanoag people. I know I'm butchering that, so apologies, but that's my best attempt. Thanksgiving meal typically includes turkey, honey ham, which I threw in there, bread stuffing, potatoes, cranberries, and pumpkin pie. So I hope that you're having all those good things. President Lincoln proclaimed it a national holiday on October 3rd, 1863 during the Civil War. And it is often the busiest travel day of the year, followed by Black Friday, the busiest shopping day of the year. So that is all very exciting. So we have that to look forward to. Personally, I think Thanksgiving is one of the best holidays because for Thanksgiving, you get to kick back, unwind a bit, but you don't have to buy presents. You don't have all that rush there. It's mostly just visiting, hanging out, eating, things like that. So I kind of like it the best. I don't know it's hard for me to say there is a definitive best holiday, but it's certainly one that's way up there. So So anyways, as you can see, I have my stocking in the background over here. I have a variety of odds and ends over here. Some things from the glass outlet store, as you can see. Matter of fact, I took a trip over there yesterday. Here's a quick excerpt of my traveling around, and then we'll get down to business. All right, heading out to make a couple stops. We're going to go to the glass outlet store. Probably drop by Dollar Tree, and then, I don't know, maybe a craft store, depending upon what we find at the glass outlet. I want to get some stuff to make some presents with. And when we make presents, we want to focus on a couple things. I'm going to make some homemade candles and some homemade hand lotion, and so I need some containers to put that hand lotion in. And I'm going to need some wax for candles and some wicks for candles. And I'm going to also need a like a whisk that I can use so that I can whip up the hand lotion, because normally you would use a mixer, but I don't really want to use my kitchen mixer for that necessarily. So let's see what we got. But first up, let's head on over to the glass outlet store and see what we got. All right, here we are. We have arrived, if you can read it, at Ed's Glass and More. So let's go ahead and run inside and see what we can find. All right, got some cool stuff from the outlet store, which I'll go over later. But got some nice candles and got some nice containers. Got a little paperweight right here. Do a little something with that later. And got some nice holders for candles. Oh no, I'm sorry. They're made for candles. I'm going to use them for hand lotions. We got those things. All right. So, anyways, all good there. What's not good is that I need candle wick, and I was forced by default to go to the worst store in the world, in my estimation. I'm at Walmart. Oh well, gotta run in and get something. Let's make it quick. So, a little visit to Walmart. That's okay. But you know what? Walmart sometimes they have what you need. You know, what can you say? So, I will give them that. Not my favorite store, but anyways. So I got this paperweight, right? And I wanted to look at like making some presents, okay? So I thought, well, what could be better than a Liam Nolan paperweight, right? But I thought, well, I kind of have some older pictures. I have one that was duplicate, so I'd like to clarify that when I chopped up this photo, that I have more than one. So just to clarify, I had a few of these in my pile, so I cut one up. And so what I'm going to do is put that photo in the paperweight. And then I have pre-cut a stack of, these are sort of like foam inserts. This is how they did it over at the store. And so they put all those in. But before I do that, I need to cut a bottom for this thing. And so what we're going to try to do, I'll show you in a second, we're going to cut this and glue a bottom on it. And then we can, it's got a little divot there, it looks like. Okay, well, anyways, let's go ahead and trace this first of all, the best that I can. And try to make this bottom piece here so that we can glue it on real nice. Okay. And by the way, that little clip from inside the store. The store is awesome, in case you haven't been there. So be sure to check it out if you haven't. You won't get bored. There's a lot of craft stuff in there, and there is a lot of candles, and there are just a whole variety of cool and interesting things that you can do in there. There's they have concrete decorations, I guess you would call them, that you can put outside and paint, right? And you can, they have like things like a big rock. There's like an Air Force rock or Veterans rock or whatever with the Air Force logo in it, and you can do stuff with that, whatever. So, anyways, that fits on there real nice, right? So, and that was a little it wasn't a divot, by the way. I said there was a little divot, and there's a little, what do I call it, a little like sort of blemish, but certainly does not impact the quality at all. Matter of fact, you won't even notice that. Just something that caught my eye when the light reflected. So no problem there. It looks just perfect. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, a paperweight, when it comes to what is a paperweight, that's probably a better question. A paperweight, back in the days when people used to do things on paper, and there's people watching this who probably like, what do you mean do stuff on paper? But used to in an office, everything was on paper copies, not on a computer. So you'd have a big stack of paper all over the place, and somebody would open the door, open a window, breeze would blow by, your papers would go everywhere. So you use these paperweights, right? Now they're just kind of decorative, but what we're going to do is make a Liam paperweight, and we'll give that to somebody for Christmas. So we got Liam's picture in here. Now you can see it's kind of thicker, so we got to put all the little insert things behind it. I made one in green because it's very difficult to get it exactly 100% like balanced, I would say, to get the picture centered perfectly. That's what I'm trying to say. So I put a little green behind it there. It just gives a little extra quality to it. So then we'll take these and stack those in there so that it kind of holds it all in place. Right? Okay. And then, in theory, we should be able to take a glue gun and put this piece on the bottom and make a nice foam backing for it and have a lovely paperweight like that. So let's see if we can do the glue gun part. I'm a little nervous after the way the show started today, to be honest with you. So it was a catastrophic start, and it's made me a little nervous ever since. And we have some scary stuff coming up, so I don't know what's going to happen. We will just have to see, because I have something coming up next that is using the stove, and I don't know. After that start today, it makes me wonder how that's going to go, but we will just do our best. Let's see. I want that to be that side down. That in the glue like that. Okay. Looking very nice. There we go. A Liam Nolan paperweight. Whoops, I got a little spot there. I got to put a little more glue on. Okay. Maybe right there too. Yep. There we go. Had a spot where the glue dried a little too quick for me. There we go. Liam Nolan paperweight. Suitable. Put on your desk and to weight down papers with. And you can buy these for like 50 cents and make as many paperweights as you like. They may be like 75 cents or something like that. But either way, a real bargain for sure. So there you go. I'll set my paperweight right there before we move on to the next thing. Okay. So the next thing I want to show you. So we can make this be gift number 1. All right. Okay. So gift number 1 is a Liam Nolan paperweight. Now, gift number 2 is homemade hand lotion. And I would say that I never thought that I would have an occasion to have a YouTube show where I was showing people how to make homemade hand lotion, or that I would ever be making it in the first place, or anything like that. But I have a particular brand that I like to buy a lot. I like to buy Gold Bond, and I buy that because when you play guitar and you have dry hands, it makes it difficult to play. So I like to, so I'm kind of picky about getting really good hand lotion, right? Because of guitar playing primarily. So anyways, I ran across this recipe online for homemade hand lotion, and I had to try it out, and it worked very well. So we will make some homemade hand lotion for people on your list who have dry hands, and we'll put it in a nice little container from the outlet store. Okay. Gift number 2. Let me move my Liam Nolan paperweight over here where I can see it a little better. So I almost need to stand it up a little bit. They're not made to stand up, though. Let me see. Can I do that? Oh, I hope it doesn't fall over. That'd be embarrassing. Okay. Anyways, we'll do that. And we will go ahead and mix this up. So, the secret ingredients. I'll get those right here. Now, this doesn't sound like this would work. just so you know. We got this container I'm going to use for measuring. Because a lot of people online who do this, they use a like kitchen measuring stuff, right? And they use a kitchen mixer to mix it up. And I don't think there's anything toxic in here, but like I didn't really want to use my blender and stuff. So I got a 99-cent whisk, and I got this cup to use for measuring, because all you have to do is do 2 parts, 1 part, 1 part. Okay, so what we have here, we have baby lotion I got from, there we go, put that down there. Got baby lotion that I bought from Aldi's, and got Vaseline petroleum jelly from probably CVS, and then I have vitamin E lotion, which you can get about anywhere. This was from Amazon. So what you do, like I said, it's 2 parts, 1 part, 1 part, and then you mix it all up, right? So what I mean by that is, take this stuff and put that in here, and we will fill this all the way to the top, and then we'll fill it half for the other ingredients. So I want to make sure that nobody thinks that that is yogurt, because that would be an unpleasant serving of yogurt. Okay, so that just about gets it. Now this makes a lot, just so you know. Okay, and it's cheap, very cheap. Okay, so I got that. There we go. That's not yogurt. Whoops, light's a little bit bleached out a little bit today. I just add to my problems today. Anyways, that is it. That is all the way filled to the top. Okay, and I will scoop that out, right? And now that looks like a real mess. I suppose could be. Smells pretty good. It doesn't have a strong scent when you buy the Aldi stuff. So then for this stuff, for the Vaseline, I want to fill that up halfway. All right, so kind of fill this container up about halfway full. All right. Now this seems like it'd be really greasy, but it's actually not. Okay, so I got that about half full. Right. You can kind of see that a little bit. Okay, half full. I'll scoop that out. And then we do about half full of the vitamin E cream. And I don't know if this stuff always smells good, but this has a really nice smell to it. So I don't know if that's the norm, because I don't usually buy stuff like that. But and that is also about half full. See? And scoop that out, put that in there like that. Okay. Now that we have all of our ingredients, we will whisk this all up. Okay, let me put that over there, that over there, that over there. Put that, get that off there like that. Now, it's time to mix it up. I swear this works. I know if you're watching, you probably think that I have lost my mind, or that this is a crazy thing to do. But all you do is take that and you whisk it all up. It takes a few minutes, but you got to really blend it up good, right? Get it all mixed in together. And that does take a minute or two. All right? And when you do that, it really comes out about the same as the Gold Bond stuff. But as you can see, this makes a gigantic ton of it instead of just a little bit, right? And this would be like, I don't know if it makes a year's long supply, but it certainly makes a hell of a lot, or pardon my language, goodness, makes a heck of a lot of it. Shouldn't be saying bad words. What am I thinking? But anyways, you can make enough of this to last until summer. Okay, so we get that all mixed up really good like that, and it's not greasy. And if you play guitar, it makes excellent hand lotion for guitar players. And that should be about right. I don't know, you might mix it up a little more at home, but something like that. You do not want to lick the batters in this case. It actually looks pretty good. Okay, so this, come on camera. Goodness. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Okay. But now we can take that And we can take our spoon. Goodness. Okay. And scoop some of that in there like that. And there we go. And we can scoop even more in there like that. And there we go. So there is a year's supply. We could clean it up a little bit, of course. There we go. Now for Christmas, you can give somebody a year's supply of hand lotion. Now you want to clean it up a little bit, probably before presenting it. But that cost, I don't know, a couple dollars. I think it was actually maybe $5. But you're talking, that might not really show there, but that's like an insane amount of hand lotion. So there you go. And the stuff, it smells good, works great. It's not greasy. You would think it would be with all that Vaseline and stuff in there, but it is not. And it works really, really, really well. Take it from somebody who knows, from washing dishes and working on cars and every other thing that I do. This is very effective. So anyways, gift number 2, the hand lotion. For gift number 3, we want to try going to the kitchen. This is a gamble. This is a real gamble. So let me see if the kitchen cam's working here. We've had some technical difficulties. Yep. And I'm yelling from the living room, but I see that the microphone appears to be working. And, okay. All right, things look like a go. Let's try this out. This is making candles. So let's try making some candles. We'll test one out and then call it a day. And we've, I don't know, maybe here at the end we'll try that Android video camera thing one more time. If we're all the way at the end and things blow up, oh well, we can live with that. Let's head to the kitchen and talk about how we make custom dipped candles. So here we go. All right, so over here on the stove, I have a big metal pan that's just under boiling. It's turned up just right under halfway up, and it's called a double boiler. So you put the candle wax in a jar inside of the pan, right? And then what you do is you take I need to get a glass or something like that for dipping the candle into. Let me get a water bottle out of the fridge. I need some cold water. All right, so got the cold water. I might need to cut the top and make that a little more workable, but we'll go with that for now. And then over here, I have a wick that looks suspiciously like a shoestring because even though I went to Walmart yesterday, they did not have wicks, and I read online that a cotton shoestring will work fine. I don't know if that's true, but we'll find out. But anyways, I want to dip that in the wax. Then I'm going to dip it in the cold water like that, right? Then I'm going to dip it back in the wax. And dip it back, spilling some. And then dip it back in the cold water. I know that I'm probably going to make a mess doing this. But what you do is over time, as you keep forging on ahead here, you keep making this a little thicker and a little thicker each pass, right? And eventually start to make that into a candle. And then that way you can make custom candles for people on your Christmas list, right? Now, as you can see, this might take a while. And it might take longer than we want to spend on today's video. But nonetheless, you can do this. And it's easy to come by the candle wax. You can take old candle wax that you have purchased, at Goodwill. You can go and buy a whole bunch of old candle wax in there. You can look around the house and find some old candle wax that you have laying around, right? And so on and so forth. But we just keep going with this process like this. You can see it's starting to build up a little bit, right? And just keep going. And as we do this and the candle gets a little bigger and a little bigger, what you can really do is really keep going with this until you really make a nice big fat candle. And then you can use it at your Thanksgiving table. You can have custom candles at your table that were homemade, and you can make them whatever scent you like. So you can buy a candle making kit at like Michael's or Hobby Lobby, I believe. I am assuming that they have those, but you can do that. And when you do that, you can mix the scent any way that you like. Make them smell whatever scent you like. Maybe some nice pumpkin pie scent for Thanksgiving, right? And so I was like thinking, wouldn't it be nice if this year, if I made a bunch of custom candles, scented really nice, and we all put them on display at the Thanksgiving table, and then get out and some nice honey ham to eat for Thanksgiving, and some stuff like that, little turkey, and reflect on the awesome year that we had, and who knows, maybe play some music. It's hard to tell. Anyways, you can see that slowly but surely I am making a candle here, right? And little by little, if we keep going, it'll get fatter and fatter, and this smells quite nice too, I might add. I got the wax from the store yesterday, and there we go. Starting to make a nice looking candle there, and definitely really good stuff. Really smells nice. So we'll give this a try, a little test here at the end, make sure that it works. If you make candles at home, you should probably try to find some either like butcher's twine or actual authentic candle wicks or whatever. The shoestring thing was kind of a last ditch effort there, but from what I have read, that is still an appropriate item to use. So there we go. That's looking pretty nice. So there you go. Now I can make those, if I would have more wax, I could make those taller. I could do a whole variety of things. I'm going to take that little extra piece off right there. And I'm going to, oh, that's all wet though. I don't know if that'll catch on fire or not. I don't think it will, but we can try it and see. We'll try it and see. So anyways, let's go ahead and head back over here and see if we can actually get that going or not. I don't know that we can. We'll try it and see. All right, there's my little candle. Now, if I was doing this for real, I'd probably make this much, much bigger. But let's see. Also, please do not be burning anything like that. Don't use lighters at home, please, without proper permission. I think that's too wet to go, but yeah, looks like it. Okay, there we go. So isn't that nice? Now, if it wasn't all wet, I think we'd do much better, but it's all wet from dunking it in the water. So that's going to be a limited value. All right, well, that's what you get when it's all wet, I guess. Well, you saw it go for a second. So anyway, so that's how you make homemade candles. And if I kept dunking, I could make this real big fat candle. The bigger you make them, the longer they burn. So that I do know. Okay, so you can do that. And you can make them just as big as you want. They'll burn longer and look awesome. So if you'd like to make homemade candles for Christmas, there you go. If you'd like to make homemade hand lotion, I showed you how to do that. If you would like to make a homemade paperweight, you got that right there. Okay, now, the last thing we have is my Android cam. And even though that was a total failure today, I think that we can still try it one more time because we're here at the end of the show. We're getting ready to sign off, and if something blows up, well, it just blows up because now, we've got all the other topics covered, and this could be potentially cool. So let me see one more time if I can. Let's see, get this started here, okay? Because if it didn't get jacked up, it would actually be pretty cool. So let's see what we got here. Do that. And it's starting up like that. And, okay, so now let's see. I want to make a switch. It might stop for a minute, but I'll bring it back. Okay. You should be able to see. There we go. How about that? That's what I see. That's me. That's what we were trying to do earlier when things blew up. Okay, so this is actually using, if I switch back over here, my cell phone. See that? And so what that does is it makes essentially a mobile cam that you can just walk around with anywhere, which I thought was really cool. So if I go back to my Droid cam, there I am. That's me. Yikes. So I can take that. There's my house. There's my guitar. Right? And so, and here is the view that I see. That's why I'm always looking up at the screen. That's all around here in front of me. My plant. And let's see. Diesel is probably sleeping over there. Let's go check on Diesel, and then we'll call it a day. Hey, Diesel. What's up, buddy? How you doing today? I feel quite sure that he was not enthusiastic about being on the show today, but that's all right. So anyways, what I'm doing here was what I was attempting to do when I kicked the show off today, and it was kind of a bust. But you know what? That's okay. Things don't always go according to plan, and I do have some ambitious ideas for this for next time. So next time, we will be able to use this camera for sort of a walk-around remote cam, you know. But we'll do that next time since we had some technical difficulties today. I appreciate you for joining today, and I will talk to you later. Have a good afternoon. Bye-bye.